Hello everyone, welcome once again. I am Ratnadeep. Let me share my screen. Okay, hope my screen is visible.
Yep.
So, we will be start looking how business teams operates today, followed by how Sigma makes it different and the Sigma's high-level architecture. Then most importantly, we will see the Sigma's live demo, key capabilities in action. And then finally, I will hand over to Prabhu to walk us through the pre-built financial analytics in Sigma. So let's talk about the traditional finance reporting challenges. Before we go deeper, let's first understand the current solutions most business teams are working in today. Most teams already have the dashboards. They look KPI, they looks fine. They shows KPIs, trends, summaries, and it almost good to be look into the dashboards. But when the month end starts, the process breaks down. Data gets exported into multiple Excel sheets, multiple versions appear, changes happen outside the system. Trust break when your data moves from out from the system. Every small adjustment like target numbers need to be changed or forecasted number need to be changed requires IT help. And all of this happen when your business data is spread across multiple SaaS tools. Traditional BI just built for publish the reports, not run the complete workflow. They are read only. They do not support the write back. They do not support the actions. They do not support the close. They do not close the gap between insights to execution, basically. Sigma is designed to close these gaps. So let's see how Sigma is different. So Sigma built in three major core ideas. First, Sigma built warehouse-based architecture. So all data stay into the cloud data warehouse only. Next, real self-service for business users. Business teams don't need to wait for an IT team. If they wanted to develop a dashboards or creating a models or wanted to do some custom calculations, everything available in a GUI based interface. And that is very easy to implement. That is called real self-service. Next, workflow and AI. Sigma provides intuitive layouts, controls, actions to complete the workflow. So users are not just looking into the numbers, they are interacting with it. We will show these things in the demo. In the AI, Sigma provides like Ask Sigma formula assistance where users can interact in natural language. When all of this come together, Sigma becomes a platform for running business. Now let's see to the next slide. Yeah. So here is the Sigma's high-level Sigma's architecture. So enterprise data in the left-hand side, enterprise data comes from system like SAP, NetSuite, Salesforce, Oracle. Sometimes it is coming from marketing applications and sometimes even it is coming from cloud data warehouse. In the step two, the data is extracted into near real time or sometimes it is batch-wise ingestions. In the step three, data is being loaded into cloud data warehouse. It can be anything like Databricks, BigQuery, or Snowflake. So once data is connected to the Sigma, the data modeling layer comes into the play. Data models can be created by writing custom SQLs, by blending CSVs, by joining multiple tables, and by creating a different subtables. That is how data model is being created in Sigma. On top of the data models, we can create metrics and dimensions, and we can do various type of transformations on the data modeling side. Sigma supports 200 plus functions to do the modeling transformations. Once data modeling and the transformation is completed, users can build interactive dashboards and charts by using different controls, UI, and the layouts. On top of modeling and the visualizations, Sigma provides centralized governance. Governance controls the data access, user permissions, and team level access. Sigma also provides agentic AI capabilities. Users can ask natural language questions and perform the ad hoc analysis. Dashboards and reports can be embedded directly into the external applications with white labeling capabilities. Next is data apps. Sigma completes the end-to-end workflow by connecting the live data, user inputs, and alerts. That is build the data apps. Moving to the next slide. So let's see Sigma's core capabilities in actions. I am switching back my screen from PPT to Sigma. So in today's session, we will cover these many features like data modeling, visualization and drill down, layouts control, write-back capabilities, alerts, version control and tagging, governance and security, and AI in Sigma. So before that, let's first see the Sigma's homepage. Okay, so this is the Sigma's homepage where users can create workbooks, data models, reports. Users can write the raw SQLs and upload the CSV for their ad hoc analysis. In the main screen, documents, Ask Sigma, Workspace, these options are available. Now let's go back to my PPT screen. So let's take a look on the data modeling first. Sigma have two ways to create the data model. Business users can create the data model by using GUI-based interface. And complex logic and advanced technical users can create a data model by writing a raw SQLs. Both users can develop data models seamlessly. On top of that, measures and additional dimensions can be defined and which can be reused across the analysis. Sigma also supports external data blending like CSV files. Now let's see how this data modeling looks like. So let me go to the GUI-based data model first. So here we created GL balances overview data model. So I'm clicking here, edit, to show you the lineage. So this is GL balances overview data model. Now I am clicking it here to see the lineage option. Because we have a lot of data models, now let's focus on the GL balances one. So see, GL balances data model is created by using these 4 table joins. And it is clearly visible GL balances, GL code combination, and V ledgers are the direct tables. Accounting period is not the direct table. That is created by writing a custom SQL. So that is how the GL balances data model created by the UI. Now, if I show this element again, on top of this data models, users can create metrics here, like opening balance, ending balance, period net amount. These all are metrics can be created on top of the data model, which can be reused all the analysis. Suppose any user wanted to see the joins, users can click it here and see the joining keys and so on. Now going back to my main home screen and show you the same data model by writing a custom SQL. So I clicked it here. Now clicking it here, edit. Now the same GL balances data model is being created by writing a custom SQL. So here the SQL option is appearing. Let me click on the SQL. So in the previous example, we see one custom SQL. That custom SQL is being written here is in CTE format. And all other tables are the direct table that written as in a from clause to make the joins. And that is how we created SQL-based data model. And yeah, that is how Sigma enables both business users and advanced users together. Let me go back to my home screen. Now, next feature is visualizations and drill down. Sigma enables interactive visualization that go beyond static dashboards. Sigma supports various visualizations. Let me show you that. If I click on edit, so these are the common visualizations Sigma provides, like bar charts, line charts, combo charts, area charts, and so on. And even users can create tables, pivot tables, and write the Python also to create the visualizations. Now, let's talk about the drill down. Users can drill down directly from the charts, tables to explore the underlying data without switching any tools. Visual elements such as bar charts, line charts, colors and labels can be defined and dynamically driven and navigate to the underlying data. Let me show you. So here in this example, let me first go to the published. Yeah. So here we have sales data for December 2025. Daily sales data, it is visible. So now I wanted to analyze why my 21st December sales is higher. So users can click it here to drill down. I wanted to see which region is driving these numbers. So by clicking in this region, I can see central region driving the major numbers. And even in the central region, the furniture is the major sales. Suppose now I wanted to see the underlying data. Users can click it here and click in this table options to see the underlying data. That is how Sigma provides flexibility to easily explore the underlying data. So next feature is layouts and controls in Sigma. Sigma layouts and controls allows workbook pages behave like applications rather than reports. Text inputs, drop-down, toggles, all text areas can be placed to be guide how users can interact with the data and create a structured and intuitive experience. So let me show you the available layouts and controls. So here Sigma provides various type of controls like list value, text input, text area, segmented. We use some of these controls in our next dashboard. I will show you that. Now, here is the UI. In the UI, Sigma provides text, images, buttons, dividers. These we can add in the dashboards. And different type of layouts like a container, repeated containers, tabbed containers, and modal. So if you see this, even this PPT is also being built on the tabbed container. Everything is available on a tabbed format. So that is the tabbed container. Now let's see one revenue dashboards. Okay. So here, this is the revenue dashboard where my x-axis is month-on-month data and the y-axis is basically sales data, and it is grouped by the region. As of now, I selected the last 2 years of the data, and this is showcasing me sales data. Now, suppose I wanted to see this month-on-month data into quarter-on-quarter or year-on-year. So we implemented actions on top of these buttons. So like whenever I'm clicking on this quarter, the numbers is converted into quarter-on-quarter. Similarly, moving to next, like group by. Currently, my numbers are showcasing group by region. Any user wanted to see these numbers by the ship mode or segment or category, they can click on these buttons and convert these numbers by these categories. Now, moving to next, the measures. So currently, this chart is showcasing the sales value. I wanted to see the profits instead of sales. So as soon as I'm clicking the profits, the automatically sales is clear up. How it is being clear up automatically? Actually, we implemented actions behind the scene. So, and these are the general filters. Any users can select particular one region or one category or one subcategory to do more analysis on top of this. Now, let's see how we implemented these actions. Let me close this view and edit this. So if I select this profit, I can show you these are the properties, formats, and this is the actions. So these many action is implemented on this profit control. So as soon as someone is clicking it here, these many action is running in sequence. Moving back to my home screen. Next is write-back capabilities. So Sigma enables users to write data back directly from workbook to the data warehouse. By the input table, users can insert, update, delete rows through controlled actions while maintaining data type and validation structure. Sigma automatically tracks who made these changes and when it is being made. So this keeps business works control and transparency. So now let's see the write back table example. So here we have used accounting GL journal details model. From this GL journal details model, we created this pivot table. Ultimately, this pivot table is nothing but by the ledger name, we created the total net period amount value. And from this pivot table, we created a linked input table. In this input table, the target is created as an input column where user can change the targets. Suppose my month end starts and now my target is being changed from 70K to 80K. So users don't just need to be reach out to IT team. They just click in the edit. So suppose I wanted to change this number, and from these numbers, this visualization is appearing. So suppose I'm changing this number from 70K to 80K. And so as soon as I'm changing my numbers, my timestamp also is being changed. And who made these changes is automatically updated. And when I am changing this number, the visualization is also updated. And when I will publish these changes will be appear to all the viewers who have this report access. That is how input writeback table works in Sigma. Now moving back to my home screen. Alerts. Sigma supports moving from static insights to active workflows. Alerts can be configured to trigger specific time or when specific conditions are met. These alerts can be initiate follow-up steps such as notifications, approval process, or API-driven integrations. This makes analytics static reports to executions, enabling automations directly from the data. Now let's see how we implemented alerts. Clicking out here. So here we have invoice approval data. Again, in the invoice approval data, we created a writeback table where approval status is my writeback column. And we have, suppose if I am clicking it here, edit, and I have access to approve or reject any claims or any invoices. And once it is approved or reject, it will be some specific time the alerts is being triggered. Let me show you. So alerts is being set up to send it to my Slack channel so that further actions can be taken on top of that. So let me send it now and show you. And also let me show you this alert. So this is invoice approval data where we are sending the CSV, and it is daily once at this time it is sending the alerts, and the condition is approval status approved. So only the approved claim will be passed on to my next team to take the further actions. Now let me show you the Slack channel now. Now in the Slack channel, if you see, it is these alerts is automatically appearing and the approved status claim is appearing here for take forward these actions. So that is how we can implement alerts in the Sigma. Now moving back to home screen, and next is version history and tagging. Sigma keeps complete history of the workbook every time it changes and published. Each version records who made these changes and when it is being created. Apart from this, teams can tag certain version with label like UAT, prod, or some milestone. So everyone knows which version is approved to be used. These tags are permissions control. Only authorized users can mark those versions as officials. So let me show you version history and tagging. So I'm showcasing you financial analytics dashboard. So in the right hand side, you see the version history is appearing, like who published these changes and when this is being published. Even not only this, if I click on this drop down, I can see what changes is being made. So let me show you some more good examples. Like here, you can see these many changes is being built in this publishment. Now, let me go back to my home screen again. Now let's see the tagging. Let me first show you how tags can be created. So here we created development, production, and testing tag. So tags can be created in two ways, like public tag and protected tag. Protected tag can be only authorized users can be accessed. No one can merge all of the changes in the protected tag. So as of now, you see the production tag is the protected tag, and only Dataplatr admin team is the authorized users to merge all the changes in the protected tag. Now let's see in this example. So here you see this notification. So basically this users doesn't have the proper access to merge all of those changes into the production tag. That is why when they are trying to merge the changes, it is raising a notifications to the authorized teams like Dataplatr admin team. They can see what changes they made and they can approve or deny the request to merge the changes into the production tag. That is how tagging concepts work in Sigma. Moving back to next, governance and the security. Sigma implement governance by using two primary components, account type and the teams. Account type is set of permissions that determines what actions a user can perform within the Sigma applications. Next is teams. Teams are used to manage access, data, and the documents. By using teams, users have flexibility to implement access on a connection level access, workspace level access, and the data level access. Now, let's see the account types. Sigma provides admin, build. These are the top 5 are the default account types Sigma provide. On top of that, as per our need, users can create a separate custom account types as well. If we click on any one account type, then we can see what permission is being allowed in this particular account type. That is what account type. Going back to screen. Now let's see the teams. So here we created these many different teams like Sales US East, Sales US Central, Sales US South, and so on. And under the teams, we can add the multiple users to manage all this folder level, connection level access, and even data level access also. Now, let's see the next example for the data access. So here for the data access, in this data, we have all regions of the data, but I can only see the East region of data because I have implemented teams by the teams and the user attribute, the data level access. Because I am part of the team of the Sales US East, I am part of the Sales US East. And if I go to the user attribute in the region for the Sales US East, the by default value is the East. That is why I can only access the East region data. Even if I wanted to implement the filter, I cannot see the other region numbers as well. So that is how data level access being implemented by using the user attribute and the teams. Now, moving to next, AI in Sigma. So Sigma provides AI in different areas of the platform. Ask Sigma is the first of them. Ask Sigma allows users to interact with the data using natural language instead of writing complex queries. Users can ask business questions in simple language and receive governed answers based on the published datasets. The Ask Sigma demo will cover by the Prabhu in upcoming slides. Let me just showcase where the Ask Sigma is available. So in the main homepage, here you can see the Ask Sigma. By clicking on the Ask Sigma, users can select the dataset and work on the ad hoc analysis. Now moving back to my home screen. Next is formula assistance. So instead of manually writing formulas, users can describe their requirements in plain English language and Sigma automatically generates those calculations. So that is formula assistance. I will show you that demo. And apart from this formula assistance and Ask Sigma, Sigma also supports the custom functions. Custom function is basically used to expose warehouse-based AI functions in the Sigma. Sigma provides simple reusable wrappers on top of the warehouse-based AI functions. So let me cover these two examples. So let's see first the formula assistance. Suppose for the formula assistance, I taken this revenue data model, clicking it here, edit. Yeah. So I will add the column, add new column. And while I'm adding here, the formula assistance is provided. I will write a new formula and just describe it. Please calculate average sales value per unit. Submit. That is how average sales value per unit is being calculated. If we wanted to change some formula, we can ask more prompts to change the formula. And I can use this formula and publish these changes so that this will be available for all the users in the data model. Now going back, now let's see the custom functions. Okay, custom function is already open in my screen. So here I can show, first I will explain the data. So here we have the e-commerce feedback data available. Now my requirement is to convert this feedback into classify into category, good or bad category. So for that, I wanted to use warehouse-based AI functions. So to use, let me show you how we have used this. Classify feedback. So this classify feedback function is not Sigma's native function. We have created functions, custom functions within the Sigma. So here, because of that, the custom tag is appearing for us, like classify feedback, and then we will provide the feedback text, and then we will close the bracket, and that's all. So how it is being like classified, like I love this product, then it is showcasing the good. The service was terrible, then it is showcasing the bad. So it is categorizing those feedbacks. How we created this, let me show you. Custom functions. In the admin section, in the admin sections, accounts, if I go at the bottom, here the custom functions we can calculate. Let me edit and showcase to you. So here we use the call text functions, which is Sigma's function. And from the call text, I am calling my warehouse-based classify feedback functions, which is classifying the feedbacks into different categories. So that is how custom function work in the Sigma. So yeah, today we saw these capabilities. Now let me move back to my slide again. So we truly appreciate your participation today. Now let's look forward for your questions. Before I hand over to Prabhu, let's take a quick poll. After seeing Sigma's core capabilities, which area are you most interested in applying first within your business? Like enabling business-owned writeback for budgets and forecast adjustment, building guided finance apps in Sigma Workbook, or automating alerts, workflows, approvals directly from your analytics, or AI-powered analytics enablement using Ask Sigma and the AI functions. If your answer is other than these options, please specify in the chat. I'm holding for 10 seconds and then we'll see the result. Okay, great. So most of us selected the AI-powered analytics enablement using the Ask Sigma and the AI functions.